While every other car manufacturer is finally catching up to EVs, Tesla keeps moving the goalposts light years ahead. The latest Model 3 is a masterclass on how to build a smartphone on wheels, from its whisper quiet cabin and high-end matrix lighting to a charging network that actually works. There are things this car does that you simply won't find anywhere else. Today we're breaking down the top 10 of my favorite features that prove why the Model 3 is still the gold standard in 2026, and why the competition is still playing catch-up, whether an EV or a gas-powered car. 1. I'm coming from multiple tuned cars, such as my latest E85 race-tuned Mustang GT350.
Beat the record! Yeah, baby! Yeah.
And this Tesla Model 3 long-range all-wheel drive will smoke that car with regard to torque and power. Although I will say my GT350 with E85 tune is epic, so I'm not throwing shade, so to speak, as the kids say these days. Just saying, this car's fast. 2. Matrix headlights. My high beams are on 100% of the time. If a car is approaching or I'm following a car, Tesla's matrix headlights use an array of individually controlled LEDs to shape the light beam in real time, instead of just switching between high and low beams all the time, which is annoying, especially since I'm worried the oncoming traffic is always going to be blinded and think I'm leaving my headlights on too long because the system takes too long to turn them off. The system uses the car's cameras to detect other road users and dim specific pixels to create a shadow around them, all autonomously. Each headlight contains over 100 pixels, allowing for complex patterns, such as projecting the word Tesla during a light show. This is so cool to watch in action as the car morphs a shadow around cars. 3. With Autopilot, the car drives for you, as I'm demonstrating in this video when I had free access to test it out. As you'll see, the car navigated through an unusual and complex construction situation with high efficiency and control, and it was effortless on my part. If you don't subscribe to Autopilot, cruise control drives for you on any road, as long as you rest your hand on the steering wheel and mostly keep your eyes on the road for safety. It handles everything. Traffic jam? No problem. It will stop and go with the flow of traffic. Car abruptly stops in front of you, the computer can stop the car faster than you can. Candidly, this is useful if you do need to look down at something briefly. However, that brings us to the next part. You don't need to search for a radio station or anything else. Everything on this car is voice controlled.
Open glove box. Open mirrors. Open trunk.
They have literally streamlined your entire life experience while driving this car. Cold? Just say I'm cold. Hot? Just say I'm hot, and the car will adjust everything to keep you comfortable. Also, you don't need to fiddle with climate settings such as heated steering wheel, heated seats, temperature, etc. The car's brain automatically adjusts them all to keep you comfortable, and you never have to touch any of these controls. 5. Full control via your phone app to control everything from remote fart noises. No, I'm not kidding, and yes, it's hilarious. Hey, guess you can't really take the boy out of the man. To adjusting rear seat heaters and everything in between via the comprehensive smartphone app. 6. Lane changes are effortless and safer. You always have the graphical readout of cars around you, plus when you put your turn signal on the same screen, you get a video of your blind spot so you can clearly see if anyone is there. If someone is there, you'll get a warning. If not, as soon as you change lanes, no matter how long it takes you, the blinker will automatically turn off because the car is smart enough to know when you've made your lane change or taken a turn or exit. You don't ever have to manually turn off your blinker. 7. Tech. The high-resolution, beautiful touchscreen has everything you need and more at your fingertips, from video games to themes such as the Christmas theme or Tron theme, for example, which gives you visuals and sound effects in and outside of the car. Via over-the-air updates, Tesla constantly updates the car with new and fun things to do, keeping the excitement and novelty alive. The 2026 Tesla Model 3 long range gets up to 341 miles, and if you plot a long trip, such as my 900-mile trip in 2024, you only have to charge for a few minutes at a time to keep the trip going, or go inside and eat or take a walking break or whatever while the car fully recharges in roughly 30 minutes, depending on how much charge you have at the time. Speaking of which, if your commute is within 341 miles round trip, which it likely is, you never have to stop at a gas station, get out in the cold, pump the gas, etc., or deal with those nefarious teens who leave the gas trigger locked on, you rascals. You don't have to deal with any of that. You can always charge it home while you sleep, and you can charge during off-peak hours to save money. 9. Speaking of charging, Tesla's Supercharging Network is vast and always located in places where there are tons of things to do, such as malls, restaurants, coffee shops, etc. Or if you don't even want to get out of the car, just play video games, or if you subscribe to the connected service, watch YouTube videos or movies, listen to music, etc. And once you plot a course on navigation, the car automatically plots supercharges along the way for the most optimal and streamlined trip. Realistically, on those road trips, you want to get out and stretch your legs anyway, so I suffered zero inconvenience on that 900-mile trip. 10. Sentry mode. This car has eyes on whenever you're away, and it literally has an imposing Skynet-like eye watching and scaring away would-be thieves and lunatic vandals. The eye is large and scary looking, taking up the whole screen, so everyone around knows that they're being recorded by a 360-degree Terminator, field of view, and when I get into the car, it tells me if I have events, such as someone walking close to the car or bumping into the car or whatever, and I can watch those events from the touchscreen. Recordings are also saved before and after an accident without you having to lift a finger. It comes with a nice USB in the glove box, which you can easily remove to transfer video footage. An honorable mention, everything is customizable in this car. You want to change from range to battery percent, just touch the screen. You want to literally adjust the flow of climate control air in any direction or even splitting the airflow around you, you guessed it, done with the touch of a finger or two. This car just makes a lot of sense. Another honorable mention, dog mode and camp mode. These specialized climate settings keep the cabin at a perfect temperature for your pets, including a message on the big screen to reassure passers-by that your dog is in fact safe and air-conditioned, or if you're sleeping in the car overnight. Ultimately, is it as cool as my Mustang GT was? No. Unless you're a tech head like me. Is it as visceral and track-shredding as my GT350 was? No. But I do fly around the Sawmill River Parkway twisties in New York with the best of them on my commute, so it can be fun even around corners, especially in this all-wheel drive model. Does it have a loud, aggressive sound like my Roush axlebacks on my Mustang GT? No? Okay, you got me there. But overall, I do recommend this Tesla Model 3 long range, less so now that $7,500 tax credit is gone, but they do now have a lower spec model to offset that loss, but you're still paying $3,600 more for a car that has less features. So I'll likely be looking for a more prudent option when this lease is up next year. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and always remember the motto, bark less, wag more, and always be kinder than necessary. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.